Hello, Olympians. This week you did a project on Indiana's early people. You've had, you did your Google slide presentation, you did a flip grid, you learned all about these groups that you also read about last week. So today you are going to be starting your project, your research project. You have 4 different options, as you can see, a one-page type paper, a brochure, an infographic like we made in 3rd grade, and a Google slideshow. I'm going to show you how to do each of these really quickly. So this is what a brochure looks like. That's the one that you could actually just do on paper. If you have like a piece of computer paper or construction paper at home, you can fold it into thirds and then make sure you have facts and pictures that you draw or write. You could also print stuff off and do it that way. So that's if you're not wanting to do something online. If you would like to do something online though, what you can do is when you open up your Google Chrome, right here it says apps, and that's going to have all of your apps, including your drive where everything is stored. But you're going to see slides and you're going to see docs. So we're going to start with docs. This is kind of like Microsoft Word. So this is going to be similar to what we did last year in 3rd grade when you made an infographic. I think we made a couple of them. So you'll just do a blank one. So if you're wanting to type your paper, this is where you'll type your paper. You should not have gigantic font. You can have a 12 or a 14 font, but I shouldn't see 24 or 36 or something like that. Also, not something super fancy. It needs to be something that your teacher is going to be able to read easily. You don't have a bunch of spaces between, so it's a project. So you need to find maybe 4 or 5 paragraphs about the group that you researched. So that's one of your options, is to write a paper as well as the brochure. The other thing is you could also use this Google Docs. So just like we just did there, if I wanted to do the infographic, I would also click on Docs and open a blank doc. And then I could plug in the pictures and the text boxes and things like that. So I can insert some images, but what we found is easier is, remember that you can go into here and you can search something. So you're doing Indiana's early people, so you might actually, look up mound builders or what those look like in Mound State Park, to give more information about your group that you're researching. So you'll remember Control C for copy, Control V for paste. Paste your different pictures on here. You can move them around. You'll also be able to add text. So you can, put some different things in and navigate that way. The last option is to also use that same apps button that we first clicked, and we're going to instead hit slide. So the apps button is this one right here. It's always on your screen. So then you're going to click on slides, and that's going to take you to a slideshow. Again, just start it with a blank one. There might be some different layouts and stuff that pop up off to the side here, so you can choose one of those. I don't want to see something different, all crazy stuff. It just needs to be throughout the same thing. Make sure it's easy for your teacher to read. You choose one and it kind of applies it to all of them. So if this is the one I choose, then all of them are going to have that. I can add more slides like this. You can also do Control M. And so you're going to want multiple slides to show your stuff. I would say, 6, 7, 8 slides. As you go through, you can add text in. If you want to have different text, there's more text boxes here as well. And the same thing, if I want to add a picture, I can search the picture, Control C for copy, and then Control V for paste. Remember, when you're doing that, you're holding that bottom right corner down hovering right over it, bottom right corner, Control C, Control V, okay? Once you've gotten all of your things done, whether it's the slides, whether it's an infographic, whether it's a paper, then you're going to turn it into your teacher. Remember that this is going to automatically save. So you click up here and write what it's about, Indiana's First People, and then that's going to show up on your Google Drive. So when you go to assignments to turn it in under that hand in, you're going to choose from Google Drive and then attach this document, and it will go in. An example of an infographic, this is not one that we're doing, but that we did, in 3rd grade, was with an animal. So you see that she had some different, she typed